The number one thing that we get wrong in sales, the biggest mistake, if I had to pick one, it would be not knowing how to close the deal, which you guys are learning on Easton University. But then also this whole idea of overcoming objections. Whoever started that back in the day really set sales back and put us on the wrong path. We're now set up in our careers to be triggered when we hear negativity, to be triggered when we hear what we think is an objection. And most of the time when you're trying to overcome this objection, it's not an objection at all. You don't sell candy, okay? You sell solutions, you sell real estate, you sell services, you sell yourself. Everybody on the eastonuniversity.com portal, everybody on this call is selling something of substance, selling something of some degree of expense. And when things are expensive, when decisions are difficult, people get negative, okay? People get angry, people get irritable. And you're like, well, my customers aren't angry or irritable. They can be. If you haven't ran into them yet, you will. And most of the time when we hear things like, you guys don't have a graphical user interface, I don't like the size of that garage, there's no way you can get my app set up within 60 days, we take that as an objection and we try to overcome it. When 90% of the time, it's not that at all, it's just a complaint, okay? Just because somebody has a complaint about the property that you're showing them, just because somebody has a complaint about the features of your product, just because somebody has a complaint about your price, your terms, or your contract, does not mean they're not going to do business with you. But the mistake that we make when we go into, oh, no, the reason why we have this term is because of this, that, and the other thing, you start this little micro argument. You start this little micro, I'm going to show you that you're wrong and I'm right, and that's not skillful. Okay, so let's take a minute here and let's talk about, we don't have to go through the Easton University 8 steps, but let's talk a little bit about the beginning when you hear what you think is a complaint. What you think is an objection. Number one, I want you to go, it's just a complaint, they're still going to buy. That happens in your mind. And then number two, this is so hard for you to do, but if you can start doing this, you will double, triple, quadruple the amount of money you're making. The second thing that I want you to do is just agree and move forward. Right? I don't like the layout of the kitchen. I hear you. Right? Let's go look at the home office. I don't like the fact that you guys have a 36-month contract. I'm with you. I hear you. I'm with you. I understand. I just gave you 3 really great ones right there. I hear you. I'm with you. I don't like the fact that you guys aren't R246 compliant. I'm with you. Don't dig in. Well, why do you think you need to be R246 compliant? You're going to dig in, you're going to cause an argument that you don't need to have. Just simply agree and move forward. If they bring it up again, I loved everything you guys are showing me. This 36-month contract, that's a real problem. Got it. What are some of your thoughts? Right? Ask them for their thoughts. Oftentimes, they'll be able to solve their own problem much better than you can. I'm going to repeat that because it's really important. When you give people an opportunity, when you shut your mouth long enough, when you ask them for assistance in solving this complaint, assistance in solving this objection, we don't know what it is yet, they'll solve their own problem. Unfortunately, in sales, we don't do that. Man, I got to tell you, this 36-month contract is a real problem for me. Well, that's what the boss says we have to say, and we really can't do anything with the contracts. Well, I guess I could talk to Pam about the contracts. If I could talk to Pam about the contracts and we could do something special for you, would you do business with us? Right? Man, I don't like this 36-month contract. I hear you. What are some of your thoughts? Well, that's a long time, and you did say that you're going to fix our receivables. I've really been burned in the past. We entered into a long-term relationship with a customer. Totally get it. What would really work for me, is there any way I could speak with somebody in senior leadership and potentially one other client in our space? If I can feel comfortable, if you guys can help me feel comfortable, I get it that you need to do the 3 years to be able to do what you need to do with our account. I just don't want to jump into something. That makes a lot of sense. right? Why don't we do this? I'm going to circle up a call with our CEO. Her name's Pam. She'd love to speak with you. And let me figure out a couple clients in your space that'd be willing. Maybe we could all jump on a Zoom together. Yeah, that would be fantastic. Now, all of a sudden, this client that was really angry about that contract, when you allow them to participate in the solution, they're all in. And most of the time when you simply say, what are some of your thoughts? You'll find it's not as bad as you thought it was. If it is that bad, okay? What are some of your thoughts? I don't have any, right? Show commitment. Hey, I have no doubt we'll figure this out, right? Now, once you've shown commitment to solving the problem, now you've earned the right to suggest, why don't we do this? I get it. I understand with the 36-month contract. Sounds like you've had some difficulty in the past. What I'd love to do is I'd love to schedule some time with our CEO. If we could just jump on a call together for 10 minutes and I could get a couple other of our clients that felt the exact same way you did with the 36-month contract, right? Does that make sense? No, I don't want to do that, okay? You're now way in there. You're into step 5, right? Thought it was just a complaint, agreed and moved forward, asked them for a solution, showed commitment to a solution, okay? Offered a solution. We're going to meet with the CEO. We're going to talk to other clients. They've gone negative, no, all through all 5 steps. You're like, there's no way in hell I'm going to get this deal. BS. You're not by a long shot are you going to lose this deal yet. Go to step 6. I just want to make sure I'm clear on something. When we had talked with these receivables, we're looking at adding net $35,000 in top-line revenue to the organization when we can get in and do this. We do need a long-term contract because we're going to marshal resources and dedicate, headcount on our end to support the project. I just want to make sure that I'm clear. Is the fact that we need you to do a 36-month contract, is that stopping you from allowing us to collect your receivables? You guys don't ever say stuff like that. When you do, let me tell you what happens a lot of the time. Is the fact that we require a 36-month contract to collect your receivables, is that stopping you from doing business with us? No! Just not happy about it. I hate long-term contracts. Totally get it. Congratulations, you made a great decision. What happens next? We'll go ahead and sign the DocuSign, and then we'll schedule a team together, and you'll be able to meet that team next week. All right. You're just not even asking them, okay? And I don't want to go through all 8 steps. We just went through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there. And none of us are you guys are doing it because you're on Easton University, but most salespeople, I don't like 36-month contracts. Well, what can we do to get your business? Or worse, your 36-month contracts are great, right? Stop having micro arguments with your prospects, okay? You don't work your personal life like that. At least I hope you don't, because you'd have miserable relationships. Just agree and move forward. Babe, you're late. I get it. I'm with you, right? I hear you. I understand. Move forward. Ask them for a solution. You're always late to our date night. Totally get it. What are some of your thoughts? Seems like Tuesday's a bad day for you. Why don't we move it to Thursday? That's a fantastic idea, babe. We'll do date night on Thursday, right? There's a more skillful way to go through your life, both your personal life and your business life. Most of these objections that you're having these battles with, they're just a complaint. It doesn't mean the person's not going to do business with you.